So we're going to do a crash course on learning how to replicate the time when SM music videos threw in ads. So as you can see on the 4th, I captured, for that obviously, let's increase this to 10 seconds. And we are going to keep it at 29.97. So we are going to see how this works. As you can see, it barely reaches 10 seconds. Wow. But there's also this ad too that we want to do. So just edit like that, like so. You don't have to do this on After Effects because you could also just do this on Illustrator because it's kind of the same thing. But basically what we are going to do is that we are going to grab a shape tool and then just approximate it like so. So in this case, we want to have a rounded rectangle. And do it like that. Technically it should be, we should not worry about trying to make it 100% accurate because of the fact we will get that eventually. Oops, we turned the layer off so I can't see it. So let's change the color for that one to white. And then edit that. Like so. And then we will do the last rectangle. Like that. Kind of weird that that one was considered a new rectangle. I don't know if we can change the roundness. But we will just zoom in and just do that. And technically with how this is done, oops, this is technically done on 2 different layers because so we want to duplicate this actually, if it's possible. because we want to have this as a different color. So for example, we want this to be the main color of PowerRider 10. Yeah, so unfortunately, the closest thing I can do is already copy the actual square, which is, yeah, not really what we want, but it's kind of all I can do. Because the thing is that we need to, we do need to have this. So maybe then, oops. I don't know what you can do to change up the amount of sides. Or like how much is it? The fill? No. The path, I think. Okay, so this is how you change roundness. So yeah, this is what we need to do for this one. You go to the rectangle path and then you change the roundness just about like that. So we want the size to at least attempt to match. Because then realistically, you would put another triangle, not triangle, another rounded rectangle, and then unless I messed it up. Okay. So hmm. And then I think what I'm going to do for the button, we are going to oh, oops. What? Okay. So, yeah, we would do that as our play button. And then we will use the oh wait, I thought that one was, I don't think I have a standalone one for that one. Maybe we will switch the icons. This one won't look too good if it was. Oops. Okay. Which rectangle was this? Yeah, because the thing is that we need, like, it looks kind of flat right now, obviously. We do need, so we're gonna have like supplement 1. Alright, we're gonna have like the title. This is like some basic like Arial font. So weirdly spaced out. Oh, no, I'm choosing the wrong one. Because then the one we're doing, I think, is the one that only lasts. Okay. Maybe then we have to make this black. Alright. Because then we're going to have an issue with this. So let me copy the text somewhere. What? It's too small. Me? I'm not really into the black. Maybe I'll do gray. That's the fill. So I think gray will probably come out better. Because the thing is that we'll have to pre-compose this. Because then that will allow us to keyframe it without having to worry about that is not good actually. Oh, we'll just put it down here. So yeah, we won't follow it. Yeah, because okay, so it would technically transition, but it transitions 3 times. I don't know why this hasn't. I haven't been able to copy my keyframes because I've been having to. Okay, so if that goes for 20 seconds, then this technically should go here then. Let's check. Maybe we'll have. Oh, whoops. It's not. I need the circle. Nope, that's not what we need. So like that's basically how we're gonna see it. So it's gonna be like an opaxy of like 75. So let's. Oh, whoops. Oh, let's try this on a sample clip. For some reason, it wouldn't load. So I think I don't know. Technically the only thing off about this is the rectangle. Rectangle looks off. The white one looks really off. Excuse me. I'm gonna add like a shadow to the icon. It's getting washed out. There. I might add it to this one too, even though it doesn't need it as much, but something off about the placement of this one too. Okay. Because then, see, ideally, I think you just copy, because I think ideally then you just this is technically what you should do instead of making it within the same frame. Also, just because I'm kind of lazy at... Oh. See, this is an issue, actually. Maybe we can't actually do it like this, because... Yeah, we can't, because these are technically... Because these are not separate elements, because they're still rooted under this pre-comp. So, yeah, unfortunately, you are going to have to do another pre-comp. So then it actually knows that's a pre-comp because it's a copy. That's where you can actually do it. That's where it would actually acknowledge it as its own separate element and such. So then you pre-compose this again, because I only need to do 4 of these. So we still need to keep the rest just because I need to change the episode title, obviously. But I'll do that, actually. I'll do that after we finish that. Okay, so we are going to do one more thing. We are going to increase our composition to 50 seconds. So then we can actually lay all of these out, like so. Make sure they're aligned accurately. And then we are going to close it off right there. And this really is up to you with how you want to go with this, because this is actually not, I don't think this is the correct project but that we did this in, but there's different situations. So with this Geats one, I did a screen, but then the issue then is that because of that, it didn't properly, this didn't come out properly. It was slightly, the opacity was slightly off because of it not really because of it not properly, or because of it being screened as opposed to being green screened and such, because this one was weird. I couldn't properly export this one because it kept crashing, so I had to export it as an MOV, but this one I just simply put behind a green screen. Or like a solid. And it's not running for some reason. Anyways, because of the fact we do need to turn down the opacity, we will key it out. We will, or unless we do screen it. So for example, let's use this and then let's screen it just to see how it looks. Yeah, as you can see from here, well, I mean, first of all, it's conflicted. So, yeah, as you can see, the screening doesn't really look the best. So, we're just going to stick with the green. You can argue it is too long. And I realized that these weren't on, so. Oh, right. We need to add the transform for all of these. Whoops. See, I was trying to turn that on, but then it wasn't before. And then okay. I can't believe I forgot to do that. So, alright. So then, typically what you're supposed to do is that you go off of the media encoder, which I forgot I wasn't in because my computer reset it without my permission. Which is why this is still here. Wrong hard drive. Why did that copy? That is so weird. Let's hope this one properly exports. But if it crashes or if it causes media encoder to like crash, then we're just going to, yeah, okay. It has to be because of it being ran. I don't know why the last one didn't work properly. Yeah, what the heck? Alright. I apologize for how messy this is right now. This, let's go with that one. Why is it? Okay. Ultra key. And then 75. Or 85.
How's it coming out? Me? Yeah, putting your face on the internet for the public to see.
I want the episode text to come out. Clear. Oh. We have too much things running, so it's, I think Premiere's struggling, so
Go. Ryder. How's it coming out?
Me?
Yeah, putting your face on the internet for the public to see.
I mean, someone has already put me on their YouTube banner for years, so it's not really anything.
alright. Then yeah, because then this one has kind of been the only other one that's done, but I just never did this. Like, I can technically use this on the other one, but
Hello, fellow viewers. It is
please just let me save. I just want to save at least.
Hello, fellow viewers. It is I, the stranger. Now, you may not know this, but I didn't originally go by the title until after I graduated high school. Before then,
Should we go with 90? What? That was not 90. So like this one, for example, we have to kind of play this one over here. I don't know what's happening.
Hello, people. This is Ryder here on the set of the War Games. Ooh, so fascinating. Oh my god.
Because this technically goes longer than like these ones. These ones only last 6 seconds. So maybe we should cut it down, because I think it definitely. So there. Nope. What the heck? Because then the last thing I need to do is just obviously leave extra time for the end cards to play through. So let's see this one. This one also needs, I don't know, because like this one I'm in between whether or not I want music. Because I just don't think it will fit. Oh, I'll have to look.
How's it coming out?
Me?
Yeah, putting your face on the internet for the public to see.
I mean, someone has already put me on their YouTube banner for years, so it's not really anything.
But yeah, that's kind of how you do it. For anyone curious, this one is technically, again, the same process. You would just need to add the elements here. I guess you need a ribbon, but I didn't feel the need of having both. I was going to do this one, but this one is more closer to me, even though I didn't fully commit to it, so it could have been better.